Greetings, everybody. This is the Read Aloud for 8th grade science saltwater unit test. Let's go ahead and jump into this one. Follow along with me. Don't forget to mark all your answers on your bubble sheet. We'll start with question number 1. Question number 1 says, which best explains how estuaries support plant and animal life? A. The dry land removes pollutants. B. The water provides energy for growth. C. The habitat areas provide nutrients and shelter. D. The cold temperatures decrease dissolved oxygen. Question number 2. Which technique uses sound waves to measure the depth of the ocean floor? A. Global positioning system. B. Radar. C. Sonar. D. Surface. Question 3. Which best describes the source of oxygen in the ocean? A. Oxygen is produced by marine plants in the process of making food. B. Oxygen is produced through the exhalations of marine animals. C. Oxygen is produced through precipitation falling on the ocean. Or D. Oxygen is produced by nodules on the ocean floor. Question 4. Which characteristic distinguishes an estuary from other bodies of water? A. Plant life. B. Animal life. C. Salinity level. D. Dissolved oxygen. All right, taking a look at the next question, number 5. Question number 5 reads, which contributes most in supporting life in the deep ocean floor? A. Cold water temperatures. B. Extreme water pressure. C. Hydrothermal vents. D. Lack of predators. Question 6. Which best illustrates how aquatic and terrestrial food webs are interconnected? A. Sharks eat smaller fish in the ocean. B. Algal blooms feed the fish populations. C. Phytoplankton uses sunlight to produce food. Or D. A seagull eats a small fish. Question number 7. Which best describes the water in an estuary? A. Brackish. B. Frozen. C. Fresh. Or D. Salt. Question number 8. What area of the ocean is most benefited by upwellings? A. The ocean floor. B. The ocean trenches. C. The estuaries and salt marshes. Or D. The surface of the ocean, maybe the open ocean. Question number 9. Which characteristics of an estuary makes it a good nursery area for marine organisms? A. It is located at the mouth of a river. B. It has a mix of fresh and salt water. C. It has many areas to hide from predators. D. It has the ability to absorb water and prevent flooding. Okay, we're going to number 10 next. Question 10 reads, which would most likely be discovered by researchers exploring the deep ocean with remotely operated vehicles, ROVs? A. New terrestrial species. B. New phytoplankton species. C. New photosynthetic species. Or D. New chemosynthetic species. Question number 11. Which best explains why inhabitants of an estuary must adapt to frequent environmental changes? A. Estuaries receive little sunlight. B. The water temperature is constantly warm. C. The salinity of the water is constantly changing. D. Low levels of oxygen are absorbed by the water. Question number 12. Why are large numbers of ocean animals found in areas where upwelling occurs? A. Oxygen is increased by the movement of water. B. Oxygen is decreased by the movement of water. C. Nutrients are increased by the movement of water. Or D. Nutrients are decreased by the movement of water. Question number 13. Which best explains why there are greater concentrations of oxygen located near the ocean's surface? A. Sunlight warms the ocean temperature and stimulates oxygen production near the surface. B. Plankton produces excess amounts of nutrients that remove oxygen levels from the atmosphere. C. Marine life gives off oxygen instead of carbon dioxide, which makes the ocean water rich in oxygen. Or D. Plants which release oxygen live near the surface of the ocean where they receive large amounts of sunlight. All right, we're moving on to question number 14. Question 14 reads, which would be the impact on the environment if there were no estuaries? A. There would be a drought. B. There would be more pollutants in the ocean. C. There would be a decreased concentration of salt in the oceans. Or D. There would be less boating, fishing, and swimming in local rivers. Question number 15. Which organisms is at the base of a marine food web? A. Crab. B. Phytoplankton. C, whale, or D, zooplankton? Question 16. Why are upwellings in the ocean essential for some organisms to survive? A, because many animals need low tide conditions each day. B, because currents carry predators away from the surface. C, because the warm water kills bacteria before it can harm plankton. D, because needed nutrients and dissolved gases are brought into new areas. (17) A cargo ship in the open ocean spills thousands of cans of soda off the ship. Which marine ecosystem will primarily be disturbed by the spill? A, estuary. B, coral reef. C, surface zone. D, hydrothermal vent. Question 18. Which best explains why estuaries are productive ecosystems? A, they have high saltwater content. B, they have high levels of dissolved gases. C, they receive nutrients from both rivers and the ocean. D, they receive chemicals from commercial and industrial runoff. And the last two questions on the back here, number 19. How is sonar used to map the ocean floor? A, light waves are used to take pictures of the ocean floor. B, various temperatures are measured to determine the depth of the ocean floor. C, scuba divers take videos and photographs to document their trips to the ocean floor. D, sound waves are emitted and bounced off the ocean floor to determine the distance from the receiver. Question 20. Which dissolved gases... let me start that again. Question 20. Which dissolved gas is added to the ocean water as a result of photosynthesis? A, oxygen. B, nitrogen. C, carbon dioxide. D, hydrogen. All right, that's 20 questions about the ocean, and hope you guys did well. Don't forget to go back and bubble your answers on your bubble sheet to turn in to grade, and if you need to rewind this video and redo some of your questions, or just go back through them, make sure you got the right answers, you can do that. All right, everybody, bring your tests back when you finish, and I'll get them graded. Thanks a lot. Hope you all have a good one.